just really basic, and then, with what you got from Nancy, they can talk. I think people want to hear from Nancy about what you say, what they think about them. So, what do I say? So, I'd like to introduce. Hi, I'm Chris Atkins, the Minnesota Artist Exhibition Program Coordinator, and I'd like to introduce you to our new exhibitions, a site-specific installation and new photographic series by Sara Belleau entitled Holy Land, and new paintings by Nancy Robinson.
I love stories. I am all about stories, and what I do is I'll take a couple of photographs, and then whenever you put two images together, they kind of start speaking to each other. 3 images start telling a story, 4 images, you're getting a narrative, and so I have in the past just kind of let the photographs speak. And for this exhibition, what I did was I followed some of the oldest stories of our culture, which appear in the Qur'an and the Torah and the Christian Old Testament. And I did it because I'd seen the new St. John's Bible that was exhibited at the Institute here a couple years ago. And it was very abstract, and I thought, well, here's this Minnesota Bible. What would it look like if we just suddenly imagined it here in Minnesota, here and now? And although I'm not really a religious person, I'm really fascinated by religion, and I think our stories are really important, and it's important to our culture because I feel like it adds a lot of richness to our lives. This is a photograph of the prophet Elijah, and he is a really interesting character. He had tried to get the prophets of Baal engaged in a contest and to see who was more powerful, their God or his God. So he got in trouble in northern Israel, and Queen Jezebel wanted him killed. So he ran to the wilderness, and God said that he would take care of Elijah in the wilderness and he would send the ravens to feed him. Part of my desire to do this was just to keep those cultural stories alive for another generation, because I think that our stories enrich our lives, and I just feel like it's important that we live with them and keep them, and that we reinvent them for another generation and let those stories grow.
The way that my paintings evolve is I start with an experience which has occurred, something which has happened to me. And for the paintings, what I do is I take the personal experience and then I distill it into an icon to represent what happened to me, and do a painting about a universal experience, and the viewer can bring to my pieces their own experience. This painting is called The Yellow Self-Portrait. Banana peel in my personal symbolism represents mistakes, like you slip on a banana peel. It's the idea of taking the mishaps that life throws all of us and turning it into something beautiful. It is a bit of a painting about love. Yellow Self-Portrait is pretty much from a mirror and a lot of bananas. I went through so many bananas because they would have to be just the right aging to get them to look right for the dress. And a lot of my paintings only have one arm because it's with a mirror. This piece is called Alone in the City. And in this piece, an idealized beauty is being wooed by suitors. So here's the young beauty trying to decide which of these people, anonymous people, strangers, which are lying to me. But it also could be just about anyone who's approaching you with, hey, I got a deal for you, and then you have to figure out. And we have all been experiencing this as an entire planet, wondering, should we trust these people? We did, now what? And that's what I love about painting, is that it's an adventure, and sometimes my heart is sinking, and sometimes it's awful, but it's a wonderful adventure, like life.
Sin and Guilt, new paintings by Nancy Robinson, and Holy Land, new photographs by Sara Belleau, will be on view through May 31st, 2009.